welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back again today with a pick a card reading for you. If you're one of my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for your friendship towards me, your kindness towards each other in the comment section. You guys are like becoming a support system for each other through these themes that we're all sort of suffering through at the same time. So thank you for being there for each other, for me as well, for coming to this channel and returning to this channel to watch these videos. I really, really appreciate you and your time that you spend here. And if you find yourself on the channel for the very first time, we want to welcome you to this family. Come in, pull yourself up a chair, grab yourself some snacks, a cup of tea, and we'll have a little chat because we are friends when we gather at my table. And if you are a subscriber, please be sure to drop me a comment in the comment section of any of my videos this month, because if you do, then you will automatically be entered for your chance to win a free reading with me. So be sure to hit your notifications, because that's how I do notify my winners. Sorry, my throat is all of a sudden blocking off. So today's pick a card reading, we're looking at the question, is the feeling mutual? Does this person feel the same way about you, or is it, more one-sided? So we are asking that question today about, is this a feeling of mutual love between the two of you, or is it one-sided? We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 here with this tarot deck. I don't remember what the name of this deck is. I think it's Light Seers Tarot. And we have a beautiful pink amethyst here cluster for you to choose from. Pile number 2 with the Golden Girls Tarot and the Citrine. Pile number 3 with the Cat Tarot and this amethyst cluster. So whichever pile or decks or rocks or stones are pulling out to you or calling out to you, just know that there may be a message waiting from Spirit for you. I am going to put my timestamps in the description box below as always, and I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, we're looking at, is this feeling mutual between the two of you? Is it one-sided? How do they feel about you? Pile number 1. Hello everybody, in pile number 1, you were drawn to the beautiful pink amethyst cluster. I love this so much. Or perhaps to the Light Seers Tarot here. And we're looking at the question today, is it a mutual feeling? Do they feel the same way? So we are going to do a spread of how you're feeling on this side and how they're feeling on the other, and see if they correspond to the same way. So how are you feeling about this person? We already have the Knight of Wands falling out. So that is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. And that's excitement. That's, possibility. That's sexiness. You're like charged up for this person. It's fire. You don't maybe know where it's going to head, but it's fire. We do have the 7 of Pentacles coming out. How do you feel about this person? We have the 3 of Wands. So you want this, and maybe you've been waiting too for this. It could be in separation as well. We have the Divine Masculine on the back of the deck with the Emperor. I feel like you've been waiting for an opportunity with this person, and if you were waiting in the past, you're still waiting, and it hasn't cooled down the fire inside of you. So you want to pursue this for sure. Let's clarify that Knight of Wands, please. How is group 1 feeling? And then we'll compare it to the feelings of their person. See if they are mutual. We have the 4 of Wands. You have this idea that this is your person, that this is the one that you were meant to be with, that this is the, the gateway towards your happiness. That's a Twin Flame 1111 card. You feel like if you don't know 100% where it could lead, the possibilities for it to lead to happiness, you have that convinced in your mind that that's, where it's going to lead. You have the Magician. And we have the High Priestess. Back of the deck is the World with the 4 of Cups. It's like you're waiting though. Feels like you could be in no contact with some of you with this person. With that World on the back of the deck, this is someone you want closure with. This is somebody that you feel like could be the other half of a success story with you, because the World is about success. And it's almost like you don't see other people. You don't see other opportunities, other gifts that could even be presented to you, because you are very much, you have the blinders on when it comes to this person. This is, the High Priestess. I don't feel like you're seeing them right now. You can see her eyes are closed, but you can see her eyes kind of through her eyelids. So it's like this connection that you feel intrinsically with this person. And you feel like there is some like perhaps quiet intrinsic information that also gets passed between you, and you're wondering if that's all in your head or if that's a truth that actually exists. But the intensity that you feel cannot be denied, and it's like an impatience at getting what I want in the future. So let's look and see how they are feeling on the other side. Is it mutual? Do they feel the same way? Does this person feel the same way, Spirit, as pile 1? Just give a quick shuffle there. Do they feel the same way? How do they feel currently for pile 1? Is it mutual? We have the 8 of Pentacles coming out here as a first card. Earth energy. If you're fire, they could be an earth sign. How do they feel? Do they feel the same way? We have the Queen of Pentacles. We also have it coming out with the Ace of Cups here. Do they feel the same way? Thank you, Spirit. The Hermit. We have the Tower already at the back of the deck, though. There's this fear of like chaos or this connection causing some sort of chaos that we can't go back from. So let's see. We have the 7 of Cups. How does this person feel? Do they feel the same way? The Tower. There's the Tower. We have the Star card, and we have the 7 of Wands here with the Empress. Oh, so very, very strong energy over here on your person's side. They have more major arcana. Wait, 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they have more major arcana than you have on your side. So the intensity is definitely there. There's definitely a similar vibe, but this person is more confused, more concerned about fallout. They throw themselves into responsibility. They throw themselves into their practical life here, and they could actually be a parent with the Queen of Pentacles. She sometimes gives me this mode of responsibility over children, and they could be very fearful, as I said, of something crumbling because of this connection, or even their ego being bruised. Sometimes it's not like a physical person or some like a third party keeping them from you, but it's that third party is actually their fears, their ego getting in the way of an emotional connection here. But when it comes to how they feel, they do have some confusion. They have some confusion on how they can make this a possibility in the 3D. And I feel for some of you, it could have been a non-contact for a really long time with those 8s lined up on the tree that way. So they do have some confusion here. But in the middle of this fear of chaos is this Ace of Cups, is this beautiful abundance of love. You can see that the cup runneth over, that dove is coming down with that, communion of peace. So they acknowledge that the depth of love is there, but it is something that they feel like they have to sort of maintain separately from their responsibilities with the Hermit. It's like they maintain this hope for you, the star energy in the lantern here. They hold it as a part of their experience, and they carry it with them everywhere. But they do see lots of obstacles between you and an actual life with you, between where they're sitting and an actual life with you. But they put you up on a pedestal, and if you're not in communication, here's the 9 of Swords. If you're not in communication, they would love to be communicating with you, and the fact that they are not communicating with you brings them a lot of anxiety. So their intensity almost feels more intense, like you are intent, maybe getting a little bit impatient, but they're worried. Like they're worried about how you're feeling. They're worried about fallout. How are they feeling? Is it a mutual feeling? Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Perhaps something they didn't do in the past of this connection. I do feel like they have a lot of fantasies about you. We have I left because you told me to in the past. So there may have been a fallout for someone watching. You may have put your foot down in the past, and that is something perhaps that you regret doing now. You make me want to do bad things. When I see this card, I'm not going to lie to you, I do think of somebody who could be in a committed relationship. So please take that as it resonates. You make my heart full. Let me have you. And again, that card, it's screaming secrecy to me. It's like, just let me have you. I don't care about the consequences. I don't care about the obstacles. Just let me have this Empress. And that's the abundance that they feel when they think about you. So if you feel that abundance for them, then they definitely have a mutual feeling of love and desire for you. They just see some obstacles in the way of that. I want you to choose. And this can be your energy asking them to do that, or their energy asking you. Perhaps you are also a person who could be in a situation that you would like to escape, with the Four of Wands, with the Four of Cups. So take that as it resonates. We do have reach out on the back of the deck, and with the Six of Pentacles, that is something they really desire to do. How does this person currently feel? I'm going to take action. I am just planning my approach. And I have been having dreams of you. So that internal communication I said that was going on between the two of you, or if you feel like there's some sort of intrinsic communication, that's actually happening. You're not crazy. It's not on your mind. That's actually happening. Those dreams that you're having, they're having dreams of you. You guys are just sort of this, these magnets that are just kind of pulling at each other. I have been feeling your presence around me. So again, you're not crazy. If you worry that you're crazy, definitely not. I have a lot of gratitude for you. And the back of the deck says, just know that I am obsessed with you so far. So that caught my eye as well. Whoops. This whole twin flame stuff scares me. And the one that fell was, I keep a close eye on your social media. So you could be doing that as well. You could be keeping a sharp eye on their social media, and vice versa. Back of the deck does say, I thought about taking a trip with you. So the feelings definitely feel mutual. And if anything, I would almost say they're a little bit more intense on your person's side. We have amethyst. This is not the amethyst pile. Actually, it is. It's the pink amethyst pile. So that's interesting. Transformation, certainty, and confidence. This is your message from your guides, from your spirit, that you're not crazy, that you are feeling that energy, that this is not one-sided. It is a mutual feeling. We have achievement. Keep focused on your dream. The only way we can overcome obstacles between ourselves and what we want is to keep focused on our dream. We do have the hidden gift on the back of the deck, which is a message from us that the present holds with it a gift in and of itself, and we can truly embody the present as that beautiful gift and create abundance in this moment to bring forward into the future. This card says sadness, an ending but a new beginning. And sometimes we have to put one thing to bed in order to pursue something that is truly for us and truly there to create more abundance and happiness. They're coming out in twos today. Almost feels like a sort of soulmate situation here. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. The passion that you feel is mutual. We also have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic interests. And I really feel like somebody in this connection could actually be partnered off already. We do have pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you on the back of the deck because of these obstacles, because somebody could be, again, a parent. There could be parents on both sides here of this connection. Exchanging gifts, energetic gifts. bringing it back to that message about the people out there that feel kind of insane sometimes when they feel like they're connecting energetically with other people. They second guess themselves. You may be second guessing yourself, wondering if it's all in your mind. As I said, there's echoes of a soulmate connection here. There's echoes of this twin flame union where, you know, we're energetically connected to each other. So you have been exchanging information, whether you are aware of that or not. But I feel like you are aware of it. Treasure Island. And I just want to bring your attention here to the chaos and conflict card here. It's number 33. I think of foundations crumbling when I see this card, kind of like the tower energy that we had in your person's side. The Treasure Island, it's about patience with that beautiful sea turtle, and it's about maintaining the hope in that patience. And during this time of wait, embracing this time in between, because the thinking negatively about it is just going to slow up the works. And there is a fear here of causing damage and chaos that we cannot return from. So that's your person's main concern in this connection. Definitely mutual energy here. Let's get a charm bowl for you. How does this person currently feel right this moment? In the charm bowl for group 1, please. Six of Pentacles, again, wanting to communicate, wanting to exchange. Ace of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So an urgency forming here with the Eight of Wands in the bowl. The desire to communicate so strong, and it's an urge that you share with that Knight of Wands energy coming out for the very first card. Somebody feels like they're begging for scraps of information about you, or vice versa, and that's leaving them feeling very destitute, when in reality what they really want in the future here is this Ace of Cups, a new beginning, fresh emotional starts, peace that comes about because of that emotional beginning. We have the letter A, we have the letter O, we have the letter D, we have the letter C, and we have the letter K. We have, I just had a horrible, not a horrible message, but a very kind of cheeky message Spirit put in my mind. And I just, and please forgive me, but I just heard the word dick appointment. So just keep that in mind. We have a penny here, and the penny's from 2008. Communication desired. And we have, remember the Sabbath day. So Sunday could be a very important connection or important day for you. It's also about, you know, remembering that your guides are here as tools for you to help guide you. We have the bicycle in the bowl, and we also have the elephant as well. The bicycle is a chariot charm for me. So making a choice between two different situations and then charging towards the one that brings me the most emotional fulfillment. We are plagued with these choices every day, especially when these connections are very intense like this. And this elephant makes me think of India. I also think of determination. I think of leadership and good luck when the trunk is in the air, and it is. All right, group number 1, that is what I have for you today. Is the feeling mutual? Do they feel the same? Yes, they do. In fact, I feel like they feel almost more intense, a little bit more pessimistic than you are, because they feel stuck in some sort of situation. But definitely a mutual feeling. And if this resonated with you, I would love to hear your story in the comment section. And if you're a subscriber and you comment on my videos, you're automatically entered for a chance to win a free reading with me at the end of the month. So please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, because that's how I'm going to notify the winner. But you can check out my Instagram. I do offer a free mini read over there on a monthly basis as well. You can check out my Etsy page, and all of my links are below. But I really hope that you come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day today. Take care. Hello everybody. In pile number 2, you were drawn to this beautiful piece of citrine, or perhaps to the beautiful bright Golden Girls Tarot. But this is your reading. The person on your mind, is it mutual? Is the feeling mutual? Do they feel the same as you feel? Or is it all in your head? So we're going to do a spread of how you're generally feeling over here with this person, and we're going to do a spread of how they're feeling on the other side. So how are you feeling about this person? What are your true feelings towards this person on your mind? And we'll look and see if it's mutual. We have the Page of Wands. You could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You don't have to be. But the Page of Wands is, you know, excitement, curiosity, wanting to explore more. Ooh. We have the World card coming out here. And it's sort of teetered between a reversed world and an upright world. And, you know, in the reverse, it really feels like there's been stagnancy or unfinished business here. And you may have, I just saw the Nine of Wands, so perhaps you have unfinished business with this person. Perhaps you feel like closure is needed, or there's just been too many delays and problems in this connection. How are you currently feeling? The Five of Pentacles, left in the cold. So this may be a no contact situation that you're finding yourself in with this person. Again, this feeling of delays or unfinished business and wanting to pursue what I never pursued in this connection. Perhaps in the past you never pursued it when you had the opportunity, and it's like time and distance give us clarity, unfortunately. Clarifying the Page of Wands, how are you currently feeling? The Four of Pentacles. There is this message coming through that in the past, your ego or your fear of failure stopped you from pursuing the inspired thoughts that you had towards this person. You know, sometimes that Four of Pentacles can really reflect us being worried about our heart being broken or our ego being bruised. Sometimes it's a real sense of protection of the actual home, which stops me from pursuing my desires here. So take that as it resonates if you're in a position where you feel like you cannot pursue at this time. Here is the King of Cups, though. So this is soulmate energy. That's so much love, so much abundance of love represented by that king. He's the most emotional of all the kings. He sometimes lets that wave of emotion overtake him. And I feel like the separation is very painful for you because that reflects a lot, an abundance of love. He's pretty outmatched. He and the Queen are pretty, there's this Tower coming out. It's like, you know, that sense of hindsight is 20/20, and sometimes that hindsight can be painful. Sometimes the Tower card reflects these epiphanies that come in that really change everything. We do have the Emperor at the back of the deck here. So the Emperor is a leader. He can sometimes be a father figure, and with the Tower and with the Four of Pentacles, there could be fear of crumbling or something crumbling beyond repair. A foundation that has been built that will be crumbled beyond repair if we pursue this connection. But it's like this sense of there's no going back after this information is acknowledged. There's no going back after I recognize that this person is my divine counterpart, no matter what that looks like, whether he's the masculine or the feminine in this situation. It's really all about energy. So once that knowledge is acknowledged, we can't go back from that. It's always in the back of our head. And when we have that knowledge in the back of our head, it does create a profound sense of separation or loss when we're separated from it. And again, hindsight is 20/20. Maybe we thought it would be easier to walk away from this connection, or maybe we thought it wouldn't be this profound, and time and space perhaps has actually changed your mind in that sense. So let's keep going and see how are they feeling about this situation. Is it mirrored? Is it the same? Is it all in your mind? Is it all one-sided? That's the question we're posing to Spirit. So does this person feel the same? Eight of Swords coming out as the first card. How are they currently feeling? Do they feel the same? Is it mutual? Ten of Pentacles. They may be stuck in a foundation that they have built themselves. You may both have very mirrored situations on a practical sense happening right now. King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius again. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Ooh, we have the Devil. Capricorn. How are they feeling? Is it mutual? Do they feel the same? Six of Wands. There's also a message coming through that this inspired thought, this flirtation with this whole connection in the beginning of this connection in the past, that there has been substantial growth here, and this person is reflecting a strength now that they didn't possess in the past. So if they were the ones who were fearful of expressing themselves in the past, they are not fearful in that way now. They have grown exponentially, is what they're saying. Their pursuit and their power to pursue is stronger. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Back of the deck is the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So growth has happened. They keep trying to like tell me that they've grown up. They've grown since the last time you saw them or experienced them here. And things in their life has changed, and the situation has changed for them. But what has not changed for them here, I feel like they keep tabs on your social media just to keep themselves in the loop of what's going on with you. What hasn't changed for them here is this Ace of Wands, is this fantasy of you, is this this desire to pursue that. And we see that desire in the King of Wands in the future position here, but with the Two of Pentacles reversed, it's an inability to do that. It's an inability to pursue you. It's feeling overwhelmed. It's feeling overworked, unbalanced in the situation. So they don't feel like they have the power to pursue, and I feel like it's because of some sort of positional situation in their life. We do have the Devil, we have the Eight of Swords. These are cards of entrapment. These are cards of feeling stuck in my position. And we have the Ten of Pentacles in a current immediate placement here, which is a foundation. There could be family, children involved here. They don't feel like they can express themselves 100%. They do feel like they have to hold back how they are feeling in life. And it's like there is this sense of them trying to make the best out of the situation that they're given right now. And it's not that they're unhappy in their life in general, but when it comes to this connection, it's just something that they cannot shake. Even though time and distance, I feel like you're very far apart even. I feel like there could even be like water between you, oceans between you, because I'm staring at here and I'm looking at this far off place with this river. So you may be oceans apart here. So it's this sense of despite the distance, there's still this addiction, this codependent nature to the connection. And I don't feel like they're the type to really delve into why that is, why they're still stuck. It's like they've accepted the way that things are. They've accepted the way that things are right now, and they maintain this in their mind of you. And it's not going anywhere. That's the thing. It's not going anywhere, but they feel unable to pursue because of their entrapments. These are entrapments that they do place themselves responsible for. They have put themselves in these positions, and they, I feel like they almost could be the type of person that, take this as it resonates, but I'm feeling like they could be like an entrepreneur or somebody who really runs their own business or travels a lot, or if they're able to do so at this time. They have exponentially grown in every way since you knew them back in this day, you know, but that same idea, the same principles between the two of you, those feelings of hope, desire, curiosity to expand is there for both of you. I feel that you have this sadness associated though with it, a very deep sadness. You really embody it because of this King of Cups energy. You could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You could be someone who's very in tune with your emotions, and you could even be someone who more is reflects or feels more comfortable with divine feminine energy, because you have attached so much emotion to this and it really affects your emotions. This person is trying to be practical and trying to be brave amidst the separation, if that makes sense, if bravery is the right word to use, because the Six of Wands, you know, they're gearing themselves up to push through an obstacle. The obstacle is the separation. The obstacle is their position in life, and they're going to try to make the best out of that situation until they find a way to release themselves from this. But they don't seem to be in the pursuit of that at this time. But there is very similar energies here, which you may feel a little bit more intense towards this person at this time on an emotional scale, where they're more capable of putting more perspective on it, or at least not allowing the lack of this feeling to set them into a negative mindset about it. But that's just a difference of character, you know? Let's see how this person is currently feeling. Using the Hermit Tarot. Strength and ego. See, there could be a Leo here with that King of Wands present. Lots of wands here. They could definitely be that Leo, and it's their strength that's trying to push them through this. The ego with the question mark, I feel like that's very apt here as well, because it's part of a self-preservation, trying to protect themselves from potential hurt or disappointments in the past or from the past. How are they currently feeling? I meant what I said. I get a real sense of finality with this person. Like the sense of, if I make a commitment somewhere, I've grown in this ability to make a commitment and see it through. Focusing on their priorities. I am coming. Trust. That Ace of Wands is where all inspiration begins. Fantasy is what leads to action. And this person fantasizes about you a lot. It's very heated. I still don't have all of the answers, but there's a sense of, I don't want to use a word like complacency, because they don't see it that way. They don't see it as complacent. They see it as a determination to push through their responsibilities in a way. Gossip hurts more. Gossip only hurts more in this situation. They're worried about other people's opinions of this connection. They're worried about other people's wagging tongues. If the two of you were to connect, if you're not in connection right now. But at the end of the day, that King of Wands is fiery, and they have so much desire for you. And as I was shuffling through, sorry, my throat is all of a sudden blocked. As I was shuffling through, I did see the Sex card actually pop out as well. Let me hold you. It's number 7. It feels kind of sort of a fantastical, fantasy-driven statement, but it also feels sort of on the sly. So take that as it resonates. How does this person currently feel? How do they currently feel? I'm really sensitive deep down, but I just put up a front. They're trying to be stoic. They're trying to be strong with that Strength ego card. I know you're right. I'm trying to forgive myself. I am feeling the consequences of my actions. So no fear there. They're feeling the consequences. They're juggling a lot. And they take it seriously, though. I'm done running from this connection. There is a I don't want to use a word like complacency, but there's an acceptance about how they feel. Because if they've evolved in every way, the one thing that they can recognize that hasn't evolved is this desire for you. So they're like, I can't fight it. I'm gonna work through my responsibilities, but there's no point in really fighting this situation. I've been focused on money because I'm trying to build for myself. I don't know how to express my love to you, so I have to keep it inside. I think that that's very apt in this connection here. And I've been having dreams of you. So appearances can be deceiving in a situation such as this. Is it mutual? Do they feel the same? It says winter's end, regeneration, rebirth, and a positive outcome here. We are in the winter's end. We're finally in the springtime. This could be a card about rebirth coming in for you this spring, especially with this new age of Aquarius that we're now in. It's a beautiful time for us to regenerate, to regroup, and to make clear plans of action towards our goals. We have the amethyst here. It says transformation, certainty, and confidence. Confidence is our key to success. And there is something unfinished about this connection still, even though it sits the way that it sits. And there's this message of like, even if we can't figure out a way around the circumstances right now, it doesn't mean that there's no future here is the message coming in, because we have evolution on the back of the deck. It says earth changes, climate changes, and transformation. Change is the only thing we can truly depend upon in life. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. There is this message here that because you feel this more emotionally intense, or you project it more emotionally intense, that it could affect your energy a little more negatively than it's affecting theirs at this time. And so putting yourself on a pedestal and feeling 100% complete and whole all inside of yourself is so paramountly important to ascension for yourself. So Spirit really wants you to up the self-love and let go of the control issues. Just allow this situation to unfold naturally. There are hidden blessings that you will soon understand in this connection. We have finances and career are a factor right now. This person's working hard. Again, some sort of a connection with a self-business, self-employment. They're really focusing on building up that coin amidst all of this separation. They feel the same. They have confusion, and we have miracle coming out. We also have impatience. Somebody's growing very impatient. I feel like it's more on your energy with that impatience, because this person is focused on moving forward as they are in this separation, because good things can still come about. And that's what Spirit wants to say here with the Miracle card. When we think things are over, sometimes they're not. I'm reminded of that. I keep hearing that Katy Perry song, you know, just because it's over doesn't mean it's really over. And if you think it's over, you know, it just keeps going. And that's the message here. The smoke will clear, the confusion will lift, and I feel like there's something coming in for you, group 2. So don't let yourselves fall victim to impatience. Patience is a virtue. My grandma used to say it was never, she'd say patience is a virtue, seldom seen in women and never seen in men, which was probably a very unfair statement to men out there. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 2. So this definitely feels, it feels like mirrored energy in a sense. Like, I know the question we're posing is, you know, do they feel the same way? You know, is it mutual? It is very mutual, but the way that you two attack the disconnect or attack the feelings are very different. And that's, it's not again, not a reflection of the intensity. It's just a reflection of the difference of people and how we all have different gifts. Emotion can be a very big gift. The Empress, the Judgment card, and the Tower. 3 major arcanic cards with very strong messages behind them. The Tower, again, is those changes, those chaotic changes or events that come in that change everything. They can sometimes be epiphanies, thoughts that we cannot escape from that change everything. And it seems to be the case here with that Judgment card in the center, because the Judgment is really a reflection that we self-reflect with the Judgment card, and it leads to a new beginning. When we can self-reflect what's brought us here, when we can self-reflect upon our true feelings and the epiphanies that come in, and we realize, you know, this Empress, that's divine feminine energy. It can lead to abundance. It can lead to so much more when we allow that judgment to happen, when we allow that self-reflection and those new beginnings to come about. But it's what we do with those opportunities that really make a difference, is what Spirit is saying. Some charms for you. Get a couple more. We have Secret. Somebody's been holding a secret for a long time. We have the Starfish here, and it's the red one. Passion. It's like healing ourselves from passion that we didn't get to pursue. It's like I didn't get a chance to pursue the passion, so I can't heal this feeling inside. Secret, and we have the Dance, and we have 2. I'm hearing the Garth Brooks song, The Dance, in my head right now. It's a beautiful song, and you should look into it on YouTube if you feel called to. It's called The Dance, and I'm hearing that in my head. And I honestly, I feel like It's kind of an emotional song, and I almost feel emotional hearing it in my head because it's a reflection of how this person feels inwardly that they can't express outwardly. It's kind of emotional, so it's called The Dance by Garth Brooks. So look that up if you feel called to. Maybe I'll put it in the description box. We have Never Never Give Up. Determination. This person is determined in life in general. Believe in love. Trust in divine detours. Trust that miracles can happen. We don't know, that's the beautiful part about life, is it's an adventure. We can't say for certain what's going to happen in the future because our thoughts, feelings, and intentions are creating them right now. So it's an adventure. H and H. And we have the button. Things need to be mended. Oh, we also have monkey. I didn't see the monkey, sorry. That is a symbol for children, so there could be children here, but also something that plagues me. I carry it around with me, and we have the seahorse going with the flow despite separation because it's the black seahorse there. All right, group number 2, that is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation. If it did, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. And if you leave me a comment and you're a subscriber, then you're automatically entered for a chance to win a reading with me at the end of the month. So please leave me a comment if you feel called to. Check out my Instagram, check out my Etsy links below. But I really hope that you come back and visit me here on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody in group number 3. You were drawn to the beautiful purple amethyst here and to the purple cat tarot deck. So this is your reading. The person on your mind, is it a mutual feeling? Do they feel the same way about you, or is it in your head? So we're going to do a spread on how you're feeling over here. We're going to do a spread on how they're feeling and see if they're mutually exclusive. So let's see. How are you feeling about this connection? Group 3 feeling about this connection, please. On the floor for the first card, we have the Magician. It's in the reverse position. How are you feeling about this connection? We have here the Five of Cups. And it's interesting, you can see here it's May. It's the calendar says May, so that could be a significant month for you. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Justice at the back of the deck, and look at this cat is biting the hand that feeds it here. A reminiscent of when my cat gave me all of my scars on my hand here. It does feel like this is in separation for you group 3s, and it does feel like you feel like there was like a wasted potential or like scattered energy. It's like I wasted my time, or there was scattered energy or wasted potential here, and there's a lot of regret associated with it. There's so much regret. It just has maybe created a stagnancy in your life with the Hanged Man. Because, when we have regrets, we always have options on how we can handle those feelings. And the Hanged Man, has more power in his position. That cat doesn't have to be in that position. It's choosing that for itself at this time. So I don't know if it's like you feel it's the Justice card here. It hurts, but this is like the way that it's almost like a sense of like, this is how it deserves to be because of how things played out in the past. It's like my actions or my inaction, my inability to communicate how I feel resulted in this situation. So yes, it hurts, but I know why it's this way in a sense. I don't know, take that as it resonates, if that makes sense to anyone. Let's clarify that Magician reverse, please. How are you feeling about this connection and this person? How are you feeling about this person? We have the Seven of Cups. You still think about them all the time. You still fantasize about them, but you're a little unsure of how they view the situation or view you. There's confusion with the Seven of Cups. A fear perhaps of being rejected with that card as well. But there is the inspired thought, the Ace of Wands. It's like all the separation does is fuel the shoulda, coulda, wouldas in this situation. because this Ace of Wands is explaining that Five of Cups. And we're so focused on the fact that, you know, this cat here is so focused here on these 3 empty bowls, it doesn't realize it still has something waiting for it in this bowl down here. It's just too lost in its distraction of the past to look that there, to imagine or perceive that there could actually be more possibility in this connection in the future. So there's almost this like sense of like feeling like it's going to stay in fantasy because I feel like that I'm powerless in my situation at this time. How are you currently feeling with the head of energy, please? And I don't know if you're like waiting, I'm going to try that again, too many spirit, but I don't know if you're waiting for a special day to come too in the next coming month or so. It's like you're waiting for the anniversary of something to show up. You have the Three of Wands here. And I saw the Two of Wands as I was shuffling through. It's like these, it's like plans of action were put into place, or there was these fantasies of I'm going to try to explain what I'm seeing. So what I'm seeing in my mind is like these fantastical fantasies of connection, these fantastical fantasies of revisiting this connection, having the opportunity to express what I didn't express in the past. It's like all of these dreams that you're having, but they're in the waking state, like you're envisioning this happening. But the problem is that you don't know how to actually put that into action. You don't know how to make this happen. And there's almost a fear associated with it actually happening. We have the Three of Swords here. And this Three of Swords, this cat, you know, looks a little cheeky. It's like it's caused heartbreak. And again, that sense of like, maybe some of the things I did in the past or didn't do in the past might have caused this position. And there's a sense of, like, obviously deep sadness. And there's the Death card, the vacuum. You know, a change of state, wanting to go from separation perhaps to that beautiful reunion. But there's it's like I hide my pain. Perhaps I use humor to hide my pain, and that's something that I'm very accustomed to doing in this situation or with this person. I hide my humor, or I hide my pain with humor here. But when it comes to how you're feeling about this person, there's obviously so much intent, there's so much fantasy, there's so much desire, but there's also so much regret for things that I didn't pursue in the past. And I feel like that regret has carried me to this point of complacency in the situation. But let's look into your person's feelings and see if there is mirrored energy there. Let's see if they feel the same way. Let's use this deck here. It's colorful and bright. I do like using bright, colorful decks for you guys so you can see the beautiful art that exists in tarot decks. And that's why I love to collect tarot, because it's all of these common themes that are depicted in such different ways by different artists. It's like having a whole collection of art at my fingertips all the time. It's beautiful. Okay, how does your person feel? Is it mutual? Do they feel the same way? How does your person currently feel? We have the King of Pentacles here. How does your person currently feel about this connection? Oh, the Empress coming out. How does your person... The Page of Swords. I'm sorry, the Ace of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles coming out as well. It wants to be. I was going to start on the indicators or the clarifiers, but Spirit wants that Five of Pentacles out. We have the Two of Swords on the back of this deck so far. Let's clarify that King of Pentacles, please. How is your person currently feeling? Is it mutual? Do they feel the same? Nine of Wands. The Page of Swords. The the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. The back of their deck is the Knight of Wands, and we have the Four of Swords. So deep separation perhaps with this person. This Knight of Wands could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. They don't have to be, but I like to share it. Firstly, how is this person currently feeling? Is it mutual? Is it mirrored? Do they feel the same way as you? This Knight of Wands is that fire that we're experiencing over here with this Three of Wands, with the Ace. When I saw the Two of Wands, it's fire towards you. It's passion. It's desire. The Knight doesn't always know where that's going to take him, and he sometimes worries about what that's going to take him, or where that's going to take him here. This King in the recent past, with the King of Pentacles underneath, is explained with the Nine of Wands. If you were inactive in the past and didn't act upon your feelings, this person was feeling mutually the same, wanting to express themselves, and they felt that way for a really long time at that point. But their ego stopped them from being able to express it. It was like they were waiting for you to express that. They were waiting for you to clarify or really nail home the fact that you were interested or that you cared very, very deeply. And it was a self-preservation type of act. Like, it was, they wanted their cake and eat it too. They had a knowledge of how you felt, but until you expressed it completely wholeheartedly, it's like, I refuse to put myself out there if I'm not going to get a mutual type of vulnerability. So they didn't act. They didn't act upon what they wanted. And here we have the Empress in the present position with the Page of Swords. They've gained a lot of clarity through the separation. The Empress is abundance, and it is a reflection of divine feminine energy. So she can be a mother figure. You can see she's holding that big pregnant belly there. So there could be children involved in their current situation right now. We also have the Three of Pentacles. So they could be in a foundation where they are at the helm. They could have children themselves. I feel like they're watching you though. And it's been through their experiences, through growth, that they've been able to gain insight on this connection. You may have met this person in school too, is another message coming through. You may have met them in school, because the Page of Swords here is the student of the deck, and I'm just really focused on his books and on the learning, all of these materials here that he uses as his tools. They've gained a lot of clarity, like I said, through this period of time. And now there's just this sense of like, there's a restlessness in this person, because the wheel, as much as they maybe have settled down and there's a house in place, you can see it's landed on the home, even though they may have settled down into this situation, there's a restlessness because there's an expectation that there's almost a boredom. I feel like a little bit of a boredom, because I'm looking down here at the cat and you can see it's kind of batting at these things. It could go and do anything it wants, but it's batting boredly at those little tiny balls on the floor. And I don't know if you've ever had a cat, or you watch it sit on a counter and just sit there and slowly like knock something off a table or off a shelf for no good reason. Like, for no good reason. And that's what this person is kind of waiting for. They're waiting for something to happen because they're convinced that it will happen, that this connection will have an opportunity to have a revisit. They feel the separation profoundly. They feel like a very practical energy. They could be a Taurus, but they feel this separation profoundly, but maybe they lack the emotional knowledge to be able to call it an emotional separation. Because the Five of Pentacles is very grounded in earth energy, but it can represent, if we're talking about feelings, you know, an emotional destitution. But this person may not be comfortable expressing emotion. Sometimes that King of Pentacles does hold his heart guarded in lieu of his ego, and in lieu of having everyone perceive him as tough and strong. But here we have this Ace of Pentacles in the future, this valuable card, this desire for communication. See how focused they are on that coin, because it could lead to that beautiful sunshine. This person, and they're not feeling that sunshine right now. They're feeling that darkness, that destitution, and they're just, you can see she's carrying that lantern with the star energy inside, like that hermit. So I do feel like they are sort of pursuing their life. They're trying to focus on their responsibilities, but they're holding out hope that there will be a revisit here. They don't know where that could lead. And so here is this, you know, the Four of Swords, there's cobwebs. That's what I mean. It's been a long time that maybe you've seen or heard from this person. And that's where the confusion comes, because you may feel like, well, am I crazy for holding on to this for so long because it's been such a long length of time? But energy doesn't play the same types of games that human beings play. They don't, you know, on the other side, time doesn't exist in the same way. It's a very human design. It's a very human construct for us to feel like a lot of time, quote unquote, I'm doing quotation marks, a lot of time has passed. It's like a blink in the eye in the spiritual realm, literally. So a spirit doesn't care how long you perceive it to be. But as human beings, we attach these ideas that if we hold on for too long, we're flawed. There's something wrong with us. We must be crazy. So that's why I did this reading, because I wanted to give people the encouragement they needed to trust their instincts, to trust their inner voice, their higher self, and to draw wisdom from that, because you have an inner knowing. And when you have these feelings that you can't release, there's a reason for that dis-ease inside of yourself. And it could be because there's mirrored energy that you're picking up on. So this person does feel, if you're feeling hung up, if you're feeling desire and loss, they feel it as well. Definitely mutual energy here. Let's get a little bit more information from them, though. I'm very long-winded. I'm sorry. How are they currently feeling? How do they feel right this moment? The tarot, the Hermit tarot here. I worry about us a lot. I don't show it, but I do worry about us even after all this time. Because if that Seven of Cups represents your confusion, they also share it. It is mirrored. They feel the same. You have so many choices and options. Again, you could be partnered up. We have now is not the time. I want to get you drunk coming out. I almost feel like now is not the, I feel like somebody watching is actually pregnant at this time. So take that as it resonates. And that's why, like, now is not the time. This person could be having a child right now, or you could be having a child right now. Do I know you from somewhere? An acknowledgement of the connection. Perhaps when you first met this person, there was an inner knowing. I want you. Let me hold you. Is on the back of that deck. How does this person currently feel? I've been feeling your presence around me. And that's why you're not crazy. Don't assume that it's all in your head when you feel these intensities. They feel you. They feel you thinking about them. Whoops. I do want to make things right with you. Give me that opportunity. And I skipped right over the I want to get you drunk card. It's like if they were unable to express themselves, if they couldn't, acknowledge or communicate how they were feeling in the past, or you couldn't, they feel like if the two of you were inebriated and some of those boundaries, those tongues were loosened a little bit, that they'd be able to actually express themselves and not hold back anything. I've been expanding my spiritual knowledge. Perhaps because of this connection. My nerves have been getting the best of me. They do worry. They're a worry wart. Just wait on me. Please don't give up on me. And I have been hurt by love before. Carrying some of that baggage around with them. Back of the deck says, I really hate not communicating with you as much as I want to. Let's get a couple of cards from the Oracle. Let's see, mutual spirit. Sacred journey, life cycles, family, and transformation. Yes. It feels very soulmate. I know there weren't the typical soulmate cards coming out, but it does feel like a soulmate connection to me. And I feels like if the two of you your lives have taken this different trajectory, and there have been, even children that have been produced, these are trajectories that had to happen. Spirit wants you to understand that this separation was actually written into your charts because there was a lot for you to gain through the separation spiritually. Goddess of creation, transformation, creativity, and wholeness. Back of the deck says a hidden gift. It says sadness and ending in a new beginning. It's a bittersweet feeling here. It's a bittersweet feeling of the separation because there's knowledge on both sides of the inaction causing this. Like, it's almost like we know why we're here. There's no blame being cast, but it's like we're both taking on blame on ourselves. But this acknowledgement, you know, enlightenment and those epiphanies that we have, they can lead to more. They can lead to inspired thought. They can lead to action. So it's a good progression. We have religious factors. Your love life is being affected by religious and spiritual, sorry. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. That sometimes echoes in marriage for me, so please take that as it resonates. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. And we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, to clearly decide what you want. Again, to gain some of that clarity in this connection. Let's get rid of this. We have the Yang card, the divine masculine, the inspired thought that leads to all action. But it's what we do with that inspired thought. It's, you know, we can use it to end this suffering, to pursue what we want, to end the separation, or we can leave it in the mental realm and never let it come to fruition. We have the Thinker. I saw the Y card too as I was shuffling, and we have the co-create on the back of the deck here because Spirit really wants you to decide clearly what you want out of this connection. They don't like seeing you in this Three of Swords disappointment. Even if you feel like it's owed to you, or you feel like the punishment is owed to you in some way, that's, again, a very human type of mentality of punishment, how we have to punish ourselves for perceived things. When in reality, the whole struggle is to forgive ourselves, to gain what we can from what our perceived mistakes, and to use that knowledge to better ourselves in the future, better our situation. So time to really reflect upon what you want in this connection. But let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 3. We've got 2 popping out of the bowl, so let's pull them. The Page of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Strength card. Leo energy is so strong here. So you could be a Leo. This person could be a Leo. The Empress, again, in the center, motherhood, abundance, sitting on a pedestal. There could be a mother connection. There could be children involved. We have the Page of Pentacles, though, so all is not lost. They still value this connection. They still see it as something valuable, and they wish that they could communicate that to you. We have the Strength card here. The Strength card is just that. It's pretty self-explanatory. It talks about digging deep, you know, taming the fears inside of ourselves, and sometimes it really speaks about pushing down our own desires because of responsibilities at times. They're all these beautiful yellow based cards though. And there's a message even from Spirit about staying focused on positivity. We have always, we have the letter E, we have the letter F, we have the letter J. We have the love between a grandmother and a granddaughter is forever. So you may have lost your grandmother recently. And if you did, I'm so sorry. My condolences to you. But she is reaching out and letting you know in spirit that she has made it, that she is doing great, and that she still loves you more profoundly than she ever did from where she is. And I'm getting choked up. So lots of love there from a grandmother or female type spirit. We have Taurus in the bowl. We have the Anchor, because this connection may have left you feeling stagnant, and we sometimes wonder, how did we get here? How did we get so off course? And it's because sometimes we can't see the forest through the trees when we're in a situation. We don't see the opportunities, and we think that they're going to last forever. And unfortunately, they do not. So it's time to haul anchor and try to create a new course for ourselves. We have the injection. We have, there could be a drug or a medicinal connection here. Could feel like an addiction. We also have the engagement ring. There could be a marriage. Sorry about the wobble. And we have the 2 acorns. Acorns are like eggs. They hold the potential to have entire forests grow out of them. And they're connected here. So it's the soulmate energy. But they have so much potential, but they have to be planted at the right time and in the right conditions in order to achieve their purpose, achieve their goal. So divine timing is at play here and has been at play in this connection. All right, my dears, that is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation, and if it did, please leave me a comment in the comment section. If you're a subscriber to my channel and you comment below, you will be entered for an opportunity to win a free reading with me at the end of the month. So if you are new to this channel, please join us and leave me a comment, and be sure to hit that notification so that I can enter you in for your chance to win. You can check out my links below for Etsy. For Instagram, I offer a chance to win a free mini read over there as well on a monthly basis. But mostly I just hope that you guys will come back here and have a little visit, a little chat with me at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope that you have a great day today. Take care.